really beautiful spot. That's the Mississagi River behind me. Just looking down that corridor there, I know I'm gonna come back here to do this. I'm gonna paddle the Mississagi someday. I already wanted to because I've driven past parts of it and it looks absolutely stunning. To connect that with Bark Lake, that would be a really sweet trip. Yeah, as long as I am breathing and physically able, I'm going back there someday. That's a promise to myself.
Little did I know then, I'd be coming back in 4 years, newly engaged to the love of my life.
A welcome eagle. Almost at camp for the night, for night number 1. The eagle just flies overhead right as we're coming into Bardney Lake here.
Beautiful.
Just starting out our trip here on the Mississagi River, and we're looking for a campsite for night number 1. This one has been burnt, and it's just not going to work for us. Not just because of the debris, but just nowhere to hang hammocks. All the trees are down. So I'm going to carry on, but our map doesn't really have any campsites marked for a little bit. So hopefully we'll find one soon. An impressive specimen. Stubby arms. Erratic. Erratic behavior.
Hi.
So we found a place to set up camp here. Ended up being a bit of a hairy situation. There's a wind. We had a nice tailwind, but it got way too intense. Bardney Lake here is quite long. There's a lot of fetch. The wind picked up, the waves are building and almost going over the gunnels. So we had to improvise a camp here, which is not ideal, but we'll make it work for the night. Yeah, we need to stop, cook up some dinner. We got a sunset view. We're out of the wind here, so it worked out pretty well actually.
I'm just gonna set up. I'm gonna do a little bit of clearing so we can get our hammocks up, and John's gonna start dinner. It's nice to be able to split up the chores, especially on a day like today where we're getting a pretty late setup. So yeah, I think we're gonna hang here somewhere. We'll clear a little bit of the undergrowth and set up camp for the night.
Incredible sunset. Really glad we're able to see that from camp here. It's been a pretty long day for us. We woke up very early, had to shuttle Aaron's truck to the other end of the route so we can get there and then drive back to my car. So that was like 9 hours of driving, getting slightly lost and confused on the forestry roads. And yeah, this is a nice reward to the end of the day. Again?
I didn't even know it was still in these pants.
Oh.
I just found it. Same one. Same tooth. So John did dinner tonight while I set up camp. I got both our hammocks set up. I still have to do my tarp, but yeah, it was just really nice to be able to come have one of us set up camp and one of us do dinner, and it just like cuts short time in half. Feels so nice. It's been a really long day, so I will be ready to hop in this hammock and get some shut-eye. Was Iceland part of Europe?
Oh, what a random question. I think so. Is Scandinavia part of Europe? Yeah. So I would think Iceland is, yeah.
Because it's its own, it just seems like it's kind of off there. I never really considered it. Europe.
Yeah. Good talk.
And is New Zealand part of the continent of Australia, or just small islands, they're not part of continents?
I think it's all considered Australasia.
Yes.
Yes.
New Zealand, Fiji.
Yeah. It'd be nice to start the portages while it's nice and cool too.
Yeah.
Oh, that'd be a good day to nail down a few.
Randy got the instant coffee ready.
We're doing chili and garlic bread. Got the chili rehydrating and brought lots of garlic bread to eat this morning just to, you know, we didn't have to portage it far, so.
Carb up.
Get it out of the barrel, free up some space. Carb up, yeah.
Coffee and carbs. Breakfast of champions.
I just drooled.
That good?
It's pretty good.
It is. Should keep us going for a while.
Quite a cool morning, but nice for travel. Getting close to the end of summer here. And we're hoping to put 5 portages behind us today, so the cool weather's nice. Perfect day for it. So we're on the first trail for today, 430 meter over the height of land. So it's supposed to gain some elevation. Swallowed a bug. We're leaving the Spanish River watershed. Spanish Lake and Bardney Lake are kind of headwaters lakes for the Spanish River. And we're about to cross over into the Mississagi River watershed.
On this trip, we're doing a mix of single and double carries. So for this first part this morning, we're doing a double just because there's a bit of elevation and it's the first one. Our food barrel's heavy, so we're gonna double it, but we're hoping to get some single carries in the trip as well. Just shorten the amount of time we're on our feet and get back in the boat.
This is an old logbook station here, which has been replaced by, is this kitty litter? Yeah, does the job. People from Peterborough, Harry Sound, Barrie, Toronto, Whitby, Lakefield, Peterborough, Kingston. It looks, so here's the start of 2021. We've had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 parties only through here that have actually signed this anyway. That's pretty shocking. I thought this was like a low traveled route. I would have expected a bit more than that. Aaron and John. Nice campsite here on Sulphur Lake. Way too early for that though. Next portage is right over there. That's number 2 for the day.
Bye.
End of summer and there are tons of mushrooms out. These ones must be just spewing spores out because around them it looks all dusty. Gray day, but a nice little lake, surprise lake.
Ow. We've got a 900 and something meter port, so we've decided to single carry it. I've got the pack and most of the extras, and then John's got the food barrel and the canoe. It'll feel real nice not to have to come back and grab another load.
Sweet. Just walking back to help Erin with the rest of the load. She threw the pack down there. That's weird. Maybe she dropped something. Erin!
Something terrible's happened. I'm about 200, probably within 200 meters of the end of that port that we just single carried. I realized I no longer have the net in my hands. I started with it, but at some point I dropped it. So instead of finishing, I said, may as well leave my stuff, start walking back, find the net, but might be very at the beginning, so maybe we could have singled after or doubled after all. Oh well, I'm gonna have a snack.
Erin! I think she said forgot the net. Okay.
That's what I like to see. Probably, I don't know, 2/3 of the way back that we'd walked. I found it. At least it's not all the way at the lake. So I got to go for a nice little hike. I think John's probably wondering where I am. I'm gonna try and get back there as soon as possible, but I'm just happy I found it. The map's in there too, so pretty important. And what else? Oh, I've already lost a net, so don't want to repeat that. John might take back the ring he gave me. Alrighty.
What happened?
I dropped it. And then I found it. So much for a single carry.
Am I taking this net dropping better than previous?
Substantially. You're really loosening up, huh?
Yeah.
I mean, also probably the fact that I recovered the net.
Yeah. And my main camera didn't break this day.
That's true. Alrighty, finishing up the longest part of the trip. Feels good.
That's the longest one, eh?
I think so.
I think it was, yeah.
That's what you told me. Yeah,
yeah, we got 2 short ones now, 2 90s left.
Yeah, I can see the sign across yonder.
Yeah. Such a little pointless paddle.
It is.
It's all right.
Feels good though,
Yep.
even with having to double back.
Step out here, the ground's spongy. We're on like a floating bog mat. Cool.
I feel it. Don't go through. There's some really nice pitcher plants here. They're shaped so that they gather water, and then they've got little spines so bugs and stuff go inside to get the water, and then the spines are shaped so that the bugs can't get back up, and then they get to eat them for their nutrients. Here's a really pretty one. They're very cool. What's up right here? We're on this tiny little unnamed lake, just wandering over to our final portage of the day. It's beautiful.
Nice little landing. Little slip.
It's perfect.
No rocks?
Nope. So I'm taking the canoe a little bit more on this trip just because I can. Our other tough stuff one is like 65 pounds, which I can port, but it's not as pleasant. This one I think is 40 some, maybe 45, and it's quite easy for me to throw on my shoulders, and yeah, I just quite like carrying it from time to time, so. Let's see if I can get the camera that I dropped. Whew. That. This is a good spot. I just dropped the camera as I was trying to take it out to record. Now I've got down. Let's see if I can get back up. Excuse me for a moment. 1, 2. I'm back. Here we go. There's my John.
Work done.
Thank you.
Just stopped at this campsite to make some lunch. Could camp anywhere at this point, and the rain will probably start in a couple of hours, so probably should stop sooner than later, but yeah, we need some lunch.
It's a hot pepper that we got from Kessia's garden, my sister. Thanks, Kess. We'll see how much we thank you after we eat it.
Are you gonna eat a chunk of it?
Yes.
For sport? Okay.
Just for funsies.
Okay.
Some seeds in there. I'm gonna try it.
Oh no.
It's hot. What a ride! What a thrill.
You get asked often how we keep things fresh throughout a trip. Unless it's extremely hot, a lot of things will last an 8-day trip fine. Like tortillas actually last quite well. And cheese, the oil will separate, but I've rarely had it mold on a trip, maybe once ever. So it doesn't look pretty, but it still tastes like good cheese, and that's worth a lot later in the trip. How you doing?
Great.
Yeah, not too bad.
It's pretty hot, but
Yeah.
it's like, ooh, yeah, it's hot.
Burrito mix, cheese. Oh yeah, this is gonna be good. You're a trooper.
That was fun.
How much green onion do you want?
All of it.
How's
That's
that?
good. That's good. That's good. That's good. Thank you.
All right, roll
How
it
much?
up.
You gonna put some hot pepper in there?
Oh yeah. Oh my.
I think I'm good.
I think I'm gonna leave the seeds out of mine.
The pepper part's really good, actually.
Mm-hmm. Tastes very fresh.
It's very fresh. Thanks, Cassia. Look at that. excuse my sniffles.
Good?
Excellent.
Just lost it. Just had a first bite. Lost it while I was pulling out of the rod holder, but felt pretty small. Redemption. Show you in the water. There it goes, perfect.
So on our trail into our site, something appears to have happened. Some feathers there, but then if you join me over here, there's a full massacre. I've never seen anything like it.
It's almost like someone cleaned the bird here, but why would you go in this bushy little spot to do that?
Yeah.
There are some old relics here. This log with some nails and an old canoe back here. Just left here to die. That's a nice spot.
Pitch it up a bit, yeah.
Both got our tarps up right away with the threat of rain looming. Should be a pretty good storm tonight and tomorrow night as well, we think. Maybe even the following. This to be set up before it arrives, that's for sure.
Yeah, it's always a treat. Right? Alright.
Just half pitching the tarp for now so I can have a nice view until the rain comes. Give you a little look at the map. It's the adventure map from Chrismar, the Mississagi River. So we started near the Spanish Chutes access point. There's actually a little way that you can get down here by road with a short trail. Came down here, portage into Bardney Lake yesterday, and ended up doing a bush camp around here. And then through here, these portages into Mississagi Lake on this point. In the upcoming days, we'll be heading down here through these lakes into the Mississagi River, through some more lakes, some rapids perhaps. I'm not sure if we'll be able to run any of them. Upper Bark Lake, and then into Middle Bark Lake, and then through the Mississagi River proper. There's more to this map on the other side, but we'll cross that bridge when we come to it. Passed out for a few hours and it's dark now. I just checked the weather on the Zolio again, and it looks like it's going to rain very hard overnight. Not sure about the thunder and lightning, but should get a pretty good dumping. And then hopefully it clears up for tomorrow. Well, it rained steadily overnight, but nothing crazy. Just having some wraps with mustard and salami and cheese to get going quickly and make a little progress before we have to set up. Hopefully make camp early enough today by 5 to again beat the rain, be set up and all cozy before it hits. It's a gray, dreary day. Feeling good, feeling well rested. Looking forward to getting back in the canoe. Nice and easy. Draw as we go through.
Yeah.
Okay, draw lightly.
My bad. Stunning.
Beautiful. We're into Upper Green Lake now, taking a little rest on this beach. And there's a lot of history that's gone down here. Somewhere back in here, there used to be a ranger cabin. leading up to a fire tower lookout. We were gonna hike up it, but it looks like it'd be a total bushwhack, and the bush is completely soaked from the rain. Not to mention that the top of the hill is fogged in, so I don't think we'd be able to see anything, but pretty cool to imagine that life. Tom Thompson, renowned painter and Group of 7 member. He almost drowned here, according to our map. I think his canoe swamped and he almost drowned. And there's a fly-in lodge, fishing lodge there that we passed earlier, which used to be a Northwest Company trading post, fur trade. So again, just something interesting to imagine. All in this lake, a lot of interesting activity. And gray owl, Archie Bellany, world famous character. He spent some time in this area. So yeah, very interesting spot. Another floating bog mat. One more portage, and then we'll be looking for a campsite on Shangwish Lake ahead. If we find Windward Lake, then we'll stop for the day. So Erin just went up to her waist in mud.
Something terrible's happened.
She permitted me to film it. She said, "You might as well film it now that this has happened."
I feel it. Don't go through.
So yeah, that was just mud. No floating bog mat here.
Yeah, we
right,
lost the mat.
Let's get you out of here.
Fun. We had one leftover sausage from when we had sausages the other night, so we decided to save it and cook it up and add it to our pasta. And I'm very excited. They're cheesy jalapeno. Jalapeno? Jalapeno? Jalapeno?
Jalapeno.
Jalapeno. Jalapeno?
You said it funny. I don't know. I don't even know what you said
We'll
now.
see.
I'm too hungry.
Jalapeno. Jalapeno. They're cheesy jalapeno sausages that are going to go into our pasta and make us very happy. Get your jalapeno face out of here. It's a perfect lunch on a cloudy day. Got coffee and penne with sausage bits. Just what I needed. After a swamp dunk.
We were planning to stop here on Shangwish Lake, but just checked the weather on the Zoleo, and it looks like it shouldn't rain until later tonight, and then tomorrow morning especially looks rainy, so we should probably put in the time while we have good weather. Coming through Bywall Lakes now into Limit Lake, where we'll be content to set up camp for the day.
See, my reel's doing that again.
Yeah.
What is that?
Let it
Shaking
go there.
here. Yeah. We don't need to pull them out if we don't have to.
Oh, watch that.
We've just set up camp here. We've got a lovely site on this awesome point. We've got our water filtering station, canoe dock, bar, sawmill. We've got our tarps drying just because they packed them up wet today. So there's John's tent. Here's his room. Don't mind the mess. It's a bit of a slob.
I'm venting as well. It got very muggy.
Yeah, it is muggy. And then a little bit separated, so through the corridor. And here's my room. Also have a gorgeous view. See? That's what I'm looking at tonight.
It looks like the storm will roll in tomorrow morning, so should both have a good view.
Yeah, really nice. Again, just tarp drying. And then if we go this way, through this corridor, here's our kitchen and view. That's home for tonight.
Excellent site. Our favorite so far by far.
Yeah.
Of the 3 we've had, which isn't saying a lot.
No.
The only thing is it's crawling with ants, but we're off the ground in the hammocks, so
Yep.
it's all right.
Yeah, it's beautiful.
Yeah.
My toe.
You okay?
Yes.
No birch bark here. These spruce needles will do the trick. Dead and dry. Things are still a little damp, but not bad, and the sun actually just broke through. And it's hot now. So, I think we're in for some warmth.
I fell.
Oh no! You okay?
I lost our log.
I think these knee vents will probably come into fashion soon.
Ooh, my thigh vents.
No.
Oh. No. But they're full already.
See, these will come into fashion because I'm not trying. That's what fashion is about. Ooh.
Sun's just going down, but it's flat calm, so gotta do a little fishing. Incredible night here. Perfect. Not a bite, surprisingly. Casting some weedless paddle tails. Oh yeah, you got 2 bites, but they were on and off. My. It's part of the problem, I guess. It's my first time fishing. Use rare. Okay. Moments later, fish on. Can you pass the net? Oh, thanks. Oh, what do we got? Walleye or pike, obviously. Oh, it's walleye. Hey, decent walleye actually. Decent. Decent. Oh yeah, that would be a nice eater. I was wondering where the walleye were. Dusk. Hook pops out. Oh, battery about to die. Let's see. Can you hang on for 1 sec here, buddy, while my battery hangs on? There you go. Not a bad walleye. Thank you. Would have been nice for eating, but it's dark.
Looks like we're gonna get wet today. Probably be showers, but for now it's good. So doing some powdered milk. It's rehydrated now, and then putting some dehydrated fruit inside of it. And we'll cook up some instant oats and then throw that in. Really enhance the plainness of instant oats. I boiled it in the other pot, the aluminum pot, because it's a faster boil. It was a good critical path.
Well done.
Critical path analysis, one of the best things I ever learned in school. Lay out all the jobs you have to do in order to get to the finish line in the order that minimizes the overall time. I live my life in critical path, constantly thinking about it. It's a blessing and a curse, yeah.
Not me, I just hit the ground running. You're a good balance. That's for you.
Thank you. We're on the water, leaving Limit Lake, heading for the first portage. We just have 3 60-meter portages today, so that should be very easy. And then lots of paddling. We should be able to cover a fair amount of distance. And the weather, we might get some sun today between showers and potentially thunderstorms, so we're looking forward to today. So unfortunately we're down to 1 rod on this trip. Aaron's reel has given out, and a good reel will have like a little anti-reverse switch here to stop the reel from going backward. You can see it can go both ways here. So this can't hold line, it'll just come out like this, right? No matter what the drag is set to. I don't know how to fix it, if it can be fixed. So we're just gonna have to share my combo. Aaron's gonna do some more of the casting at rapids and such, and I'll do more of the trolling. There's a beautiful island campsite here on Kettle Lake. which is probably my favorite so far. Maybe it's the bias of finally having some blue sky, but got lots of big pine. Really nice lake. Pretty wicked headwind today. And we'll probably have headwinds for the rest of the trip by the looks of it.
We've been pretty lucky and haven't got too much rain that was forecast, but there's definitely some thunderstorms forecast, and it's so humid I think that we're probably going to get them. And these clouds kind of look like it too, but as long as we're not on the water, I always like having a good thunderstorm, so looking forward to it, and just thankful to not be in the rain all day.
Yeah, this beats the port.
Yeah.
We've got a number of rapids coming up, and we're not sure if we'll be able to run most of them or any of them, so just committing to getting our boots wet so we can wade them.
Got a big portage here. You can see the start in front of me. And if you come with me this way, that's the ending. Nice and easy.
The wind is getting pretty crazy out there, so we were looking for a campsite and thankfully found one. I think tomorrow we'll have a tailwind, so there's no point in battling through this. Might as well hunker down, get ready for a potential thunderstorm. Just watch the clouds go by. We've got a really nice site here. Every night we've been getting a better and better campsite. I'm tucked in here, which has a nice blockade of trees against this wind. Canoe, Aaron's tarp, beautiful red pine. How you doing?
Hi. Just getting set up.
Yeah, it's gonna be a nice little rest, kind of a half day, and fire pit over here. We rushed through lunch because it just got dark and had that feeling like it was about to rain. But I just checked the Zoleo, and it doesn't look like it's gonna rain until probably 3 or maybe 5, 50-50 chance, but hopefully a thunderstorm. We would love that. We're all set here, ready for whatever comes. Got this terrific book. My thanks to Trent Collins from Labrador. Really enjoying this.
Anticipating this storm, and we stopped early because this was on its way and we had a big headwind. We had some lunch and hunkered down, and I'm really happy we did because it's a big storm. It's awesome though. There's been some really good thunder. I would not have wanted to be out in this.
That was a good one. You could hear the thunder coming for probably half an hour, got closer and closer, and then it really started, and that's when the rain came. And it got dark too. It was dark. Now it's brightening up.
I've got a bit of a sore throat, so I'm gonna boil some cedar tea. It has a lot of vitamin C in it. It might not help me now that I'm already sick, but it's a good drink and it feels good, and with any luck it might clear me up a little bit.
Just as we thought, we were in the clear. These huge dark clouds moved in. We were pretty sure we were gonna get rain, but kept the fire going. But we're under here now.
Gave us something to do.
So be it, yeah. That rain probably lasted half an hour. Seemed like it would pass. Threw some big flat stones on top of the grate to act as a little roof. And this fire is still really good. Threw a couple of logs on there too. Best sunsets I've seen this year.
Yeah?
Yeah. That wind is just dying.
Nice.
I don't really believe in fate. I tend to favor logic and facts over a belief or a feeling. But on that trip to Bark Lake 4 years earlier, something strange happened. I was paddling around a point and I heard a woman's voice ahead. I was single at the time, so I continued around the point with a bit of excitement. I may have even pictured my soulmate being on the other side, with only her canoe for companionship there in the middle of nowhere. I turned the corner and glanced around, trying to be subtle. There was no one there. I studied that shoreline, perplexed. Nothing. No one.
So weird. As I was coming around the corner from the Lac aux Sables River around to Little Trout Lake, I swear I heard a woman's voice, but there's no one here.
I still distinctly remember that moment. I heard a woman's voice, and it sends a shiver down my spine to think about it today. Perhaps it was Erin's voice calling me from another dimension in space-time. Maybe it was a songbird or just the music of moving water. Whatever it was or wasn't, whether I completely imagined it or made it all up, all that matters is that in this great big universe, I found her.
Got a beauty day today. Should have lots of paddling with no portages, so should be quite a nice one for seeing things. We haven't actually traveled terribly far each day, so it'll be nice.
Yeah.
So last night we camped there. We've come down. Now we're at a juncture. We can either do some portaging down here through Presage Bay, which says it can be muddy and low water. That doesn't sound appealing. Or just take the river all the way around, the long way. We're going to take the scenic route. No portages. Nice paddling. Why not? This could be really nice camping here, eh? Got quite a nice spot for lunch here. And we're making curry and rice. And coffee, instant coffee. Got a piece of naan bread to go with it. Just using the burner to get it done quickly. And these are kind of our dehydrated staples. Pasta sauce, curry, veggie burrito mix, which is actually now just veggie chili. I found the chili works really well in burritos and it's one less thing to make and dehydrate at home. Instant rice, pineapple, dehydrated pineapple we love. Spinach, tomato, mushroom, just a nice medley. You can add it to penne or various things and it really livens it up. And onion. And then here's the curry for today.
So we're mixing a little bit of hot chocolate with our coffee, just cause we can.
And because we didn't pack sugar.
Oh yeah, that too.
Mostly that.
Yeah, it makes a nice, I like it.
Yeah. You can order it at Tim's, so why not? And then that's powdered milk. When I was here a few years ago, I paddled down this channel just a little ways, just out of curiosity, and then went back the way I came. And I said, someday I'm coming back here. That's a promise to myself. And now I'm back here, engaged to the woman of my dreams, camping for a living. It's amazing how life works out sometimes. Another prime looking spot without a bite. Nice inflowing currents and eddy. Nice weed beds over here. And nothing. But that's alright. We're excited to continue here. Oh, a little follow from a 6-inch bass. Rolled the whole channel. Finally got a bite at the end. Just a little pike. You know it's a tough fishing trip when you net 20-inch pike. Just a little guy. There you go.
Getting a little bit of a shower here. Hoping it's gonna pass.
The shower passed pretty quickly right as we reached the angle where the river turns abruptly. And then we got 3 swifts and a rapid that should be runnable. I think on the right side of the But draw, bring us into the middle a little. Okay. Yeah, this should be straightforward.
Yeah.
Yep, cross draw, yep. Cross draw, cross draw! Yep.
So 2 nights ago, I was kept up with just a cough that was developing and it was waking me up throughout the night. And then last night I decided to make some cedar tea because it was kind of getting worse throughout the day. And I slept great last night. I think a little bit of a tickle in my throat as I was going to bed, but it didn't wake me up at all. And then today it's feeling a lot better. So I made some more just to continue to fight off whatever bug I may have had. But it appears like the tea worked really well.
It's supposed to be a remedy.
Yeah, I've heard
but,
it is.
You know,
You never know.
with those things, it's hard to say. But
Yeah.
it worked.
But it worked really well.
You coughed, like died.
Immediately after drinking it, just my throat felt soothed. And yeah, the cough completely died and didn't keep me up at all last night, so I'm thrilled. And it's a tasty tea.
Yeah, it's good. And now you can have scotch again and it doesn't hurt your throat.
Yeah, 2 nights ago I took a sip and it burned. And tonight I tried it and it felt
Maybe it was the scotch
nice.
that cured you.
maybe. So we've got an awesome campsite tonight. Here's our fire area. It's all nice and organized. And then not too far, I've got this awesome spot here. Me and John drew pine cones to see who got the nice spot. So I'm in here. And then through here is where John's hanging. He's a little bit more protected. But his view's not as good.
Still got a view of the stars up here.
Yeah.
Are we gonna go in without the tarps tonight?
Yeah.
It's supposed to rain.
That's the plan. So that's camp. And then I'll take you back and you can see our view out this way too. It's stunning.
Fish on finally. Walleye, I think. Not done yet. No, pike. Small pike. alright. It's alright. You're going free. A little pike. Back into the net he goes. Alright. Thank you. Beautiful morning, cool. It was 9 overnight, 9 degrees Celsius, and misty this morning. And tonight's supposed to be 6, and then the following night 4 degrees above freezing. So it's gonna be chilly, but it makes you appreciate a hot drink in the morning and the fire. So it's kind of nice after a hot summer.
Yeah.
Big bucket of penne. Got us started today with some salami thrown in, veggies, parmesan.
That's a tasty penne. That's restaurant quality. Too big spider? Cool.
So we camped there last night, and now we've gone up, and now we're going down, and there could be 10 portages around rapids through this section if we can't run any of them. We'll see what we can do with all these obstacles today.
We're just getting to the first portage. Sounds like some rapids. Probably not runnable with the low water, so we'll pack up and port around. This is portage 1 of possibly 10 today. Yeah, it'd be a decent amount of trotting, but I think that should be mostly it for the trip, so. And they're, for the most part, pretty short.
This little rapid wasn't on our map, but it looks runnable. I think we can take the river left on the right side right now, right down, and basically stick to that river left. So we'll want to hug these rocks here, these exposed ones more or less. Try and keep us nice and slow so we can make that pivot. Yep. Now out the side, quick, yep. Good job. Perfect. Perfectly executed. Great job, hon.
Nice. Port number 2 today. Portage number 3.
Okay, you see the 2 rocks where we're headed?
Yeah.
Okay, draw. Draw. Yep, cross, yep, good. Cross, yep. Good, now cross draw. Yep, no, sorry, stay on the cross draw. Yep. Hard. Good. Good job. That's so much more fun than portaging.
That is.
We're at Split Rock Rapids, which our map said should be runnable, and it's easy as pie. and really a beautiful spot. No portage. Yeah, let's give a cast here. What a scene. What a beautiful carved out spot.
Oh, stunning.
We're hopeful about the fishing with the rapids coming today, but still nothing. And all these outlets, some nice pools, nothing.
Pretty chill.
Yeah, if you can grab it, that'd be great.
We're coming up to Hellgate Rapids, which is more of a waterfall. We know we can't run it. And it's a 680 meter portage, so we'll single carry, we'll pack up for a nice efficient single carry around it. And then hopefully just 3 more ports after that before we enter the maze. Sounds cool.
There's John with the canoe. And me over here. So our longest portage of the day, it's 680, I think, meters. So we're singling it, which is always nice, but it is heavy.
Don't know if that's a young snake or just a mate, and males and females are a lot different in size.
I think it's a young one because there was a second with her as well.
Oh, maybe she has 2
Maybe.
men courting her.
She's a big girl. Okay, sorry, we gotta get in your way.
Excuse us, please.
Are you creepily defensive? There you go. There you go.
We're on autopilot. Get ready to draw hard here to pull us around this rock. And
right of the rock?
yeah, right of the rock and then hard left. We were on autopilot, unpacked the gear at the portage, and then realized it was a pretty easy run. Draw hard, hard, hard. Just a hard left there, and then there's nothing to it. At the end of a long day, you make stupid non-decisions. You just stop thinking.
Yeah,
And there's our gear, ready for pickup. Good job.
you too. So this should be our last port of the day, which makes us pretty happy. We've had quite a few today. It's 4 something, so we're gonna do a single. But yeah, we're ready to be done ports for the day. It's been a lot of in and out of the canoe.
Amazing spot to camp tonight. Aaron is starting up some scalloped potatoes, and then we're gonna have popcorn after that, because that's just what we feel like.
Oh, you got away. Mine's 2 legs. Not great, is it?
A little burnt. We tried to do it in the stainless steel pot first, and burnt on the bottom. Let's try covering it with pepper. Try and cover up that ashtray flavor.
Oh.
No? Not good.
I mean, doable until you call it an ashtray.
Pepper helps a bit.
It does.
More. Now for the popcorn. Very quick snack out here. A little oil in the pot. Kernels, salt and vinegar powder. We just had a salt craving today, so this is all we need.
I'm looking forward to a good sleep tonight.
Yeah,
Goodbye.
Our backs are feeling it, so yeah, I'm gonna hop in the drommer.
Just got in the hammock. Feels really great. It was a relatively long day, lots of in and out of the canoe with all the portages, so feels good to have my feet up. And I'm gonna go without the tarp tonight because we have the Zoleo, which gives us the weather, and it's a 0% chance of precipitation, so gonna trust it a little bit. I have the tarp underneath ready to set up in a hurry if needed, but sleeping out without the tarp can be really nice. You just get a lot more view, and we've got such a great view here, so I'm looking forward to that. And yeah, I'm pooped, so I'm gonna do a little reading and get to bed early tonight.
Safe from the bugs in there.
Safe from the bugs, which is nice. We haven't had many this trip, but there's and even what's here is pretty minimal, but still it feels nice to get in and not have to worry about them. I'm probably gonna head to bed soon. Good night. We'll see you guys in the morning. John will probably see you later tonight. He's a night owl.
Chilly one this morning. Just stayed warm enough. Just talking to the camera. It was supposed to be 6. It was definitely no warmer than that. Fire feels good. Mug of tea will go down really nice right now. The loon calling up somewhere in the distance. Lots of little animals doing things this morning. And this foggy sunrise, slow. Ambiance off the charts. We're on our way. Kind of a late start, it's probably close to 10, but it was just such a nice morning, we had to enjoy it. And loved this campsite here on that sandy bank, and we're heading for the maze. Erin had a dream that we catch a big walleye today, so we'll see. She also had a dream about snakes, so it's a very rough looking Canada goose right there. Wasn't perturbed by us, just looks sturdy and just a ratchet goose. Just a vagabond. Doesn't care. Doesn't care about us. Good for you, man. Looks like he slept in the mud. Probably did. This is probably the best paddle of the trip. Just a huge wetland. Really nice. Not windy today, just a little cool breeze, warm sun. It's really perfect. Yeah, a little bit of current to help us. We finally reached the maze, and immediately we come to a decision where not really sure what the main channel is. So we're just gonna stand up and try and see it, but I'm sure we'll hit some dead ends. Oops. You reel, I'm over, so you reel first.
I think I got myself caught in the weed.
Oh. through the maze now. It was not difficult because there was always a riffle on the surface of the water indicating the main channel, so it was easy to get through. And now we're at the Abinet River, fishing this confluence, of course, hoping to turn our luck around. We'll probably poke our way up the Abinet River a little bit, and that's actually outside the park, so I could fly the drone again. And I would love to get an aerial perspective of the maze in this whole area, so hope we can do that.
Just stopped on this little beach for some lunch. We're just gonna make some craft dinner on the burner. There's some moose tracks here. They don't look too fresh, but they're still distinct. No fish.
Fish on here, trolling. Deep enough, now that the Abinet River has come in, it's deep enough to be able to troll. On the map it says to lift over here on the rocks, I guess. But it looks like if we pull a tight little maneuver we can just get through, so I think we'll try that.
Nice and slow, hug this rock. Draw, yeah.
Fishing's starting to pick up now that the water has some depth. But it's another pretty small pike. Hanging on by a thread. There we go. Thanks, buddy.
We gotta go.
Alright. Count us down.
I'm scared. 1, 2, 3.
I was gonna go, but then you didn't.
Okay. 1.
Okay.
We're going.
Okay.
Are you going this way?
Just a 3, 2, 1.
3, 2, 1. Whew. It's actually quite nice.
It's like a treadmill in the current.
It is. I want my PDF. That was me. That was me.
I know.
It wasn't
There's
on
a good
purpose.
step here, huh?
Okay.
Another beautiful camp tonight. Just ahead, the river splits and we'll decide which way we go tomorrow. Nice stone staircase. Bit of an elevated view. Got stuff sprawled out, kind of drying out. And it's not supposed to rain tonight or tomorrow night, but it gets really dewy and we won't have morning sun tomorrow to dry out. So we got tarps up. Erin's doing what she does best over here. And she's in this cozy little spot. Really nice spot here. My second favorite campsite of the trip. Last night being the favorite, I think. I don't know. There have been some good ones.
Yeah.
Started out not great with campsites, but then there have been a lot of good ones.
I think our first one wasn't good, and then after that, I think we were pretty happy.
Yeah, and the first one still worked out pretty well.
Yeah, it worked out fine.
Yeah. This one's quite nice. It feels very remote, and
Yeah.
you know, the campsites haven't been marked at all since the lake section ended on the river. It's all been unmarked, so it was interesting. Things were well marked in the lakes, but it's a bit more remote on the river section, which is nice.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a nice one. Had a lot of nice ones. It's hard to pick a favorite.
So got one left.
Where will it be?
Nice to wake up to a fire this morning and got it going. And it was the coldest night since last spring for sure. It was supposed to be 4 or 5 overnight. It must have been close to freezing.
For breakfast this morning, we've got curry and rice. This is a really good curry mix that John made and dehydrated. It's got, my favorite part is big chunks of potatoes. And yeah, should fuel us well for the day. Get us on the right foot.
On our way, now we're at this fork, and we either come down here where there's supposed to be a lift over, which we might be able to run like we did yesterday, or we go this way through Bulger's Folly, which sounds like a Tolkien name. Are we going to check out the lift over here? Yeah. And then, okay.
There's a huge hornet's nest hanging right there. That's one of the biggest ones I've ever seen.
Yeah. Boulder right in the tongue there, and then rocky at the end. So
yeah, can't run it.
Have to lift over or take Bulger's Folly.
Okay.
Really more of a portage than a lift over.
What do you want to do?
Pack up everything. I'm thinking Bulger's.
Okay.
Maybe get a moose in the marsh.
Sure. Let's do it then.
The Bulger's Folly has a little swift here too, but we can easily run this one. This isn't on the map, and we don't really have any details on this stretch of the river. So hopefully it doesn't turn into something, but starts out fine, so we'll take it. Pretty much down the middle. This is just staying and waiting. Right down the middle. Real fun. Fish on here. Oh, it's cold. An otter just scrambled down the bank. I thought I saw something there earlier with another small pike on. Oh yes. Come on. Thank you.
We're making bannock here. I pre-mix the flour, lard, baking powder, and a little bit of salt, which is in that bag, and then you just add in water and mix to an earlobe texture. It's a little wet right now, so I'm gonna have John pour in some extra.
On the plate?
Yeah, please.
All of it?
Yeah, we'll use it up. Thank you. Alright, let's divvy up the bannock.
A nice pot of chili. We've been looking forward to the bannock. Greatly. Just gonna have a nibble.
Yeah. Quality control. Gotta make sure it's...
Man. Fresh biscuits, just so good.
Oh, it's good.
So simple.
Using some lard in there really makes them nice and flaky. Some people use butter. we will use lard. I'm a lard gal. Say it.
Little chili sliders.
Well, I'll give you guys a quick tour of camp. We've got this lovely island site, or it's not an island. It is, but it's a point is what I meant to say. John and I get to hang real close together in here, which is awesome. And then if we go this way, you get to see the view. So out here we've got this awesome elevated view of the lake. So here's camp for our final night. Got lucky with another good one.
End of the trip. It's a really nice one. Probably our best trip together in terms of pace. Just keeping in a nice reasonable pace without having back-to-back grueling days. And I'd say we worked really well together, like at camp. I think we're getting a system together down better than ever. You can have one so well established as a soloist, but then with another person, similar to whitewater paddling, like it's so much different doing it alone versus with someone. So yeah. Incredible.
It is. All right, so it's our final morning, and we're up and packed up early because it's my birthday, and my family's in Pakasaw, and so we've got a long drive home, and I want to try and meet them. So we're gonna get up and on the road. We've got a beautiful sunrise. And we have some Nature Valley for breakfast.
Birthday breakfast!
Birthday breakfast!
It's Aaron's birthday.
Cashew for
Thank you.
Alrighty.
We're gonna get some snacks on the way home.
Yeah, we are.
Celebrate properly.
You betcha.
Better ration these.
We do. It's been a good one.
When I first stared longingly down the Mississagi 4 years ago, I pictured myself coming back alone. I was used to solitude and I expected it, even embraced it. I didn't think I'd have a tripping partner to bring along, and only in my wildest dreams did I imagine that I'd find a partner who would be as excited as I was for a trip like this. Through rain or shine, stinking hot or freezing cold, be it fresh bannock or granola bar breakfast, bog mats or mud, through thick and thin, I found a partner in every sense of the word. Whether we lay our heads down at night in our hammock or in our bed, I know I've got a true partner to take on whatever awaits around the next curve in the river.